is the road to hell.
Good morning out there. It is thundering and raining, so can't do any flying today. So I just want to do a quick little review off of this tiny little camera I found. It's called the Sports HD DV. Great name. Obviously a little China thing. This is not a fancy camera. It's not an exciting camera. The thing that is cool about it is really, really small. Like teeny tiny small. Like very small. Looks like a Polaroid cube. Complete ripoff off of that. I personally love the Polaroid cube. Used mine for a long time until I smashed it to bits, and I just haven't bought a new one yet. This is not going to be an amazing camera, so don't get excited. It was only 20 bucks. I bought it for just to test it out, really. You know, $20, and it's very, very tiny. I actually bought two, and I put one on the awesome Q95, and as you can see, it's kind of cool. It fits, and not too many people can put an HD camera on a micro quad, so it's pretty cool. I'll read the specs. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it's really not that exciting, but it's a video format's AVI, video codecs, MJPEG, video resolution ratio. It says it's 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080 HD. I'm not sure I would believe that necessarily, but whatever. 30 frames per second. Picture format's a JPEG. Image proportions 4.3, blah, blah, blah. DC 5 volts. It's cute. Let's just put it that way. It's $20. Don't get excited. It has no stabilization in it, so it picks up every tiny little piece of vibration. It's nothing you're going to do fancy work with. It comes with a little lapel clip and a charging cable, and that's pretty much about it. The instructions are so Jinglish that I worked for the Japanese for 20 years, and I couldn't even barely read the manual. So the only two things I cared about were starting it, hitting record. That was it. It has night vision recording. Supposedly, if you look really close there's some infrared LEDs. I haven't even tried it. I don't care. This is the power button on the right, menu button on the left. Hold down the power button, and it comes on. Simple as that. And there you go. This one does not have a card in it, so this is probably a bad example to use. Hold it down again, and it should turn off. Oh, maybe not. Let's do this one. Hold down the power button, and that is your standard 720p, I believe. And if you just hit menu, it starts recording. You hit power button again, it starts recording. If you hit the menu button again, it'll flash multicolors. Now it's in the high res, or the 1080p. Just hit the power button once, it'll flash 3 times, means it's recording, then goes out. It'd be nice if it just kept flashing so you knew it was recording, but right now it's recording. Hit the power button again, it'll flash, and it means it's done. So it's kind of backwards logic compared to what we're used to. Hold it down, and it turns off. Like I said, it's kind of cool. I did put this on this particular quad, flew it yesterday, and I also put it on my Y4 drone in the evening just to kind of give 2 different takes of what it does. I think for 20 bucks, it's a fun throw around camera. If you smash the shit out of it, you're not going to cry. You know, that's the only reason I got it. It does pick up vibration pretty badly. I mean, it's got jello. It's not horrible, but if you ever wanted a camera to put on a micro quad, it does fit. Where's my scale? Let's see what this thing weighs here. I know you can't see this, but I can. My buddy says he hates my cheapo camera that I do these with, but once, maybe someday I'll get a nice camera. It's 20 grams. I'm not going to lie, when I put this on the awesome Q95, I was punching the hell out of it, and it did puff my battery because it was just struggling, but it was also a homemade cheapo battery, so, yeah. The SD card, the micro SD card slides in here. It is not spring loaded, so you have to jury it around a little bit. And it does come with one of these funky USB cables. It's not a normal mini USB, and that's kind of annoying why they just can't make it a micro USB. You can put a lanyard on it, which is kind of cool. The neat thing about this is if you're like me and you smash the shit out of cameras and you don't want to keep blowing expensive cameras like run cams or GoPros or whatever, and you just want some video footage of what you're doing, it's kind of fun. You can use your double-sided tape or your Sure-Lock tape or whatever you want to do and just stick it on there. I mean, this is a Gobi RMRC. Fits perfect, you know, just a tiny little thing. You won't even notice a weight difference. You can put it on anything. So with that being said, for 20 bucks, what do you want? I think it's pretty neat for what it is. You can stick it on anything and it stays. You know, it doesn't weigh anything. There's no inertia, so it's not going to fly off even if it's just Velcroed. You'll have to do something for your angle, obviously, but you know, take a piece of foam, hot glue it to it, foam at an angle. That's what I used to do. So for $20, I think it's actually a really neat little camera. If you want something that's nice, don't spend $20. So stay tuned for some FPV footage. The first one, the first take is the awesome Q95 flying around with this, and the second take is just a drone doing some level flight. Hope you enjoy this, and let me know if you have any questions. Take care.